Good morning, collective. I hope all of you are having a beautiful Sunday. We are washing our work shirts and jeans and whatnot, so I thought we'd pull some cards and get some messages of clarity. Yesterday when I was out hiking, it wore me out after that and going to Yellow Springs, just because the downloads I've been getting have been nonstop. And so a lot of times when I get intense downloads like that, I just kind of sit with it for a little bit before I give the message. But a lot of it was about cocoons, so we'll see what happens. So why don't we pull some cards? Excuse the dirty back window. I just realized, I'm like, who gives a shit? I park under a sappy tree and I need to get my car washed. Anyway, let's pull some cards, see what kind of messages we can get. Thank you to my high vibrating ancestors, spirit guides, divine being, source of light energy. Are we doing this universe or are we doing the cosmic record? Okay, we'll just do, okay. All right. Thank you, ancestors, spirit guides. Can we please get some messages of clarity for those who would like it, please? Thank you, spirit. What are the messages the collective needs to hear today? Ooh. 34, which is 7. Intimacy, shadow. Beyond fear to connection. Alrighty. Mr. and Ms. Hermit Mode. You've been in hermit mode for a long time. You may have suffered a lot of trauma or pain, suffering or whatever in the past from people or groups of people or whatever that have in the community. It could be in your family, but I'm seeing like more of people you may have thought were your family, but you had like a connection with. And this is like throughout your life, even as like childhood groups, you may have been, in and out of like different friend groups or whatever, nothing really stuck. And for the past 6 months, I'm hearing, the minimum past 6 months, you've been kind of like in a hermit. It's been longer than that as we bring up cocoon phase, but you've been kind of like cocooning and healing from a lot of, I don't want to say connection abuse, but that's the word, that's the visual I just got, like connection abuse. You've been healing from a lot of those, a lot of the wounds that came from these connections. I just heard someone say, yeah, if I wouldn't have, gotten in the middle of this group or been friends with this person or connected to these people, they wouldn't have put all these swords in my back. And it was like, when things disconnected with this person or this group, and this has happened multiple times in your life, but if that wouldn't have happened, it was like when that backstabbing occurred, it was like a domino effect in your life. It was like, it wasn't just the initial shock of whatever this group or this person did to you. It was like a domino effect and affected many different areas of your life. Okay, so this is like in the past and what you've been working through. Spirit has shown me is that now it's time to come out of hiding. Sorry, I do have the windows down because it is a little warm. It is time to come out of hiding now. Reds and yellows are highly significant. Now, this does have the symbol for male and female, but take what resonates. It could be whatever. But this is like taking a look at the fear you have with reconnecting. Not reconnecting to old people, but re-tapping into connection of people. You may have one or two people you're connected to, but this is like on a grand scheme. You have some beautiful, amazing abilities and gifts. You have a story that needs to be told. And part of that is putting yourself back out there and trusting your healing and trusting your growth. You will be able to see without judgment as you are stepping back out to kind of reconnect to your community, reconnect, if you will, to the world at large. There's a fear there, but you will recognize that if there are individuals or groups, because it's not going to happen again, right? You will see the energy coming a mile away if they have ill intentions towards you, if their intentions aren't pure. Trust your healing. I did a reading about this before, about trusting your healing and trusting your growth, trusting how far you came. And it is like a test in the waters type of thing, and this is what you could apply this to any area of your life or many situations, like when you are done growing or healing a certain way, or you're just learning to roller skate. I don't know where that just came up. You're just learning to swim, or you're just learning to do something. Even though you've mastered the technique, it feels kind of uncomfortable when you first take that leap, right? When you first step out, when you first like, okay, I'm going to take the floaties off my arms. I don't know why this is coming up, but I'm taking the floaties off my arm and I'm going to do it on my own. It feels uncomfortable. It feels like, you know, your arms aren't attached. I don't know why. This is interesting. Your arms aren't attached to your body for some reason. I don't know. I don't remember what it was like when I first learned how to swim or dive. But anyway, but it's kind of like that. It's even though the floaties aren't there, the training wheels are off, it may be kind of wobbly. So give yourself the grace and allow yourself to be uncomfortable. Not everybody's out to get you. Just because everybody in the past has been that way. Not everybody, but because you've had a lot of these experiences. And you have to understand, the people that came against you, the people who did these things to you, and this includes spell work and all that too, by the way. Another part of it wasn't the initial stabbing of the wound. They were hoping that the wound stayed open. They were hoping that you stayed in fear and not put yourself out there. These individuals or groups or whatever that did this to you see this light in you. They see that you have a story to tell, or that you have dope ass content, that you're fire, right? Or whatever it is this for you. It doesn't have to be those things. Well, whatever this greater purpose that you have in your life, they see that in you, right? And so they know part of that, part of shining, part of putting, you know, is putting yourself out there, right? So they wanted to also, it was like I'm stuck on the word faceted, multifaceted. I'm saying it a couple times in my readings. This is multifaceted, multi-layered here for you. It's coming out of this cocoon, re-emerging, but their hopes are like, okay, they may have survived and healed from all the sores that we put in their back, right? Okay, they healed from that. We didn't expect them to heal from that because they knew they couldn't heal from it, right? But then you turned around and you flipped this fucking script on them. You healed from it. So like, well, you know, maybe we can just push stuff towards them to create fear. So they'll have fear of showing up as themselves. Coming back out of like fear of taking the little puffy thing, the arm things off, or taking the wheels off of your tricycle, or not tricycle, off your bicycle. That's just, ever since yesterday, the down's like, beep, 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 it's like, it's intense. And so that's what they're kind of hoping. They're kind of hoping that you are too afraid to reemerge, too afraid to trust connections with people. And that's what's required for this next phase of your development. That's what's required for this purpose of yours that's so much greater than you. Some of you understand it, but some of you don't understand the depths, the magnitude, the importance of you reconnecting in the community, or reconnecting, tapping back in, right? That energy is needed to be seen, to be heard. It's not about likes. It's not about shares. It's not about follows. It's not about that, okay? It's putting yourself back out there. It's multi. So you're trusting your intuition. You're trusting your growth. You're trusting your healing. You're trusting in your authenticity. You're standing 10 toes down on it. And so the fear needs to be removed, the fear of reconnection. They're hoping that you would be too fearful to show up again, too embarrassed, full of shame, full of embarrassment, because they did a lot of foul shit to you. They did a lot of, let's just be honest, they did a lot of foul shit to you, right? And you probably went into hermit mode and just kind of cocooned up. And I'm going to have to give the message about this cocoon. It keeps coming up. And so you cocooned up, right? You've been doing a lot of growth and a lot of healing and shadow work and all these things. And you're feeling really good about yourself. The training wheels are off. The little arm saver things or whatever are off your arms. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's time for you to get back out in the community. It's time to start showing up as yourself. It doesn't mean that you go into these large groups, say, hey, I'm here. It's like, use your discernment, but it's like testing the waters and then trusting and having faith that spirit and your ancestors, your spirit team always have you. Always have you. Okay? I hope you're healthy. I'm going to show you the card again because it's pretty powerful. I hope you're healthy and happy and full of joy. May you love and be loved. Heal. Don't harm. Have an amazing rest of the day. 9:09 on the time.